welcome to Monthly Mayhem, where we are the dads that store. How's everybody doing tonight? John, how are you? How is your Christmas? Say hello to the world.
Hey Drew, how's it going? I've had many days off this week.
Yep,
It feels so good. It's gonna hurt on Monday, but
So
I've had it.
enjoying already some snacks. I brought some snacks with me, some Christmas cookies still left over.
Yeah.
You know?
I've had a lot of desserts this week, but this popcorn is kind of amazing. So I was got a little hungry before we started the show. So if you don't mind, it seems like you're indulging yourself too. So
Yeah, so tell me, John, you had all these days off, Christmas time of giving and receiving, right? And we go, well, you got the receiving part just as much as the giving. Um,
hmm
did you get anything Nintendo related?
I did. I got ukulele and the Impossible Layer.
Mm,
Um, that's been really fun.
nice. Yeah.
Um, I got a chain shop lamp, which I have over here.
Oh,
Really cool.
I
My
wanted
wife
that.
actually bought that. She actually bought that for me, gosh, in like summer when ThinkGeek was going out of business, and she just had it in her closet the whole time. So
That's awesome.
that was pretty cool as well. And then with some Christmas money, I bought The Witcher 3,
Oh,
and
I'll get to that one in a minute.
let's talk about that one a little later. But what did you get?
You know, nothing crazy, but definitely I got The Witcher 3. That was the big ass there. A couple small little trinkets for the office, some Mario decorations and stuff, but nothing else too crazy.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
Drew, just time out a second. If
yeah.
you can just like not talk while you're eating the cake, that would be better for the
All
show.
right, John. I can't help it. They're just so delicious, and like you
Yeah,
said, I've been feasting nonstop.
I get it.
But speaking of eating, Witcher 3, right?
Mhm.
Just you gotta eat, right? That's how you gain the health and whatnot, the stamina. Have you been playing it a little bit yet?
I got it yesterday. I played it
Okay.
for about an hour. I thought the cutscenes were a little like they were running at like 15, 20 frames a second.
See, I
They would kind of
disagree,
like
John.
well, they would like jump in like you're playing the game. The game actually looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like the camera angle is a little bit tight. And it's funny because when you play Breath of the Wild, you always have this distant view ahead of
Hmm.
you. And in this game, I just feel like everything's crowded on me. I know when I got to the first little town that you ride to, after you save the guy, there was like so many people around me, and there was some kid jumping up at the fence,
So you felt a little
and
claustrophobic.
I felt really claustrophobic about it.
See, I
And
think I think they're
yeah, the
just going with
cutscenes
the
drove me
cinematography type approach, right? They're looking at the cinema approach, trying to get those closer shots. They're filming the cutscene that they would like a movie, right?
crazy.
Where I think Breath of the Wild had more of the video game approach, right? But anyways, the game's phenomenal. I know there's a lot of people in the community of the Dads that play it and they loved it. Uh, it's a massive game, and again, I
Mhm.
think it was visually one of the best Nintendo games on a Nintendo system I've ever played. Um, a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
don't want to get into the spoilers and stuff. I thought there was um, a lot of cool features and things. The auto run on the roads with the horse. I think was an awesome feature.
Oh, and then you
Um,
press A, right?
you just press A. You don't have to move the joystick. It follows the path.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool things like that they thought about it. They thought ahead of the time and kind of adapted to what the player would want. But
Yes. Yeah, Yennefer's butt was a
ooh,
highlight for me early on.
early on, they didn't mess around. They definitely showed a little bit of nudity there. Um, some vulgar language. I don't know if you've gotten that far yet. Um,
Yeah.
well, that's intense. That's all I'm gonna say. But
What about what about the little girl? Um there's a
oh,
I can't remember her. Oh, Siri, which by
yeah,
the way is a weird name for a character in a video game.
well,
Um but she looked like an adult woman with like nothing under her knees. And then come to find
wait,
out it's a
can,
girl.
can you explain that? What does
Well,
that
okay.
mean?
Imagine an adult where if you like chopped off below their knee and then had them standing up so that they would be like sh- they look like a normal adult, but they've just lost like a foot and a half of their height.
So they lost your shin.
Right. That's what Siri looked like, and then you come to find out, and you seem to think it is, like, this is a girl. She doesn't look like a girl, she has an adult face.
I would say she was like a 12-year-old girl. No?
Well she doesn't look like a girl, she look like a
Oh, she
I
looked like a girl to me.
well, it was really weird, and it was kind of freaking me out. The cutscenes were kind of weird as it was. So I ended up stopping because I just didn't want to spend my long weekend battling it. I think I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it fairly soon.
So wait a minute
Uh,
here. You
but
stopped
I
playing because of, you said, poor cutscenes, poor cinematography, and because a girl had no shin bones. So that's how if someone asks, "Oh, what'd you think of The Witcher?" "Oh, they had nice butts, weird cinematography, and the girls have no shins." That's what you would tell somebody?
yeah, yeah, yes,
Can
that's
you
my
pull the
review.
I think I need you can you pull the clip of Siri here, John, so we can show the audience what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Because I
take a
think
look
you're
at
wrong.
this. So look at her. Does that look like a girl to you? Um,
Yeah, about a 12-year-old girl.
I hate to be cliche, but like leave a comment. Let us know what you think. That's an adult with butchered legs or something like that. I don't know.
No.
This is really weird. But late last night, I just turned it off. I was like, you know what? I'm just not in the mood for this like weird girl woman, yeah, strangeness. So I cut it off and I started Ukulele and the Impossible Lair, which is a game I've been wanting to get to. I was going to get to it after The Witcher, but I was like, you know what? I just want to relax and play. I'm a platformer guy at heart. I love collectathons. Justin has some good things to say about this game, and
He
I have
does.
to say I have really loved it. I didn't play the first game, which was Ukulele. I don't know if there was a title to it, but it was the first one. It came out like last year, and a lot of people were looking forward to it. It's supposed to be like a Banjo and Kazooie sort of
Mhm.
inspired game. And the things I've heard are the first world is great, and then like the world design, the level design got bad. So I didn't play it. I had actually ordered it on limited run, and then when I came in the mail, I sold it. I was like,
Oh,
I'm not gonna play this. But
interesting.
they do have it at Best Buy, and I gotta say, like this game, The Impossible Layer, has just a great premise. You start off the game. There's like a tutorial level, and all the characters from the first game are there. They don't really spend a lot of time introducing them. They just expect you to kind of know 'em. Um,
Seems
so what
odd.
happens is, you play through the tutorial level, and then you go into this impossible layer, and they don't call it the impossible layer, but you go into the impossible layer level, and it starts off with a boss battle, and then if you get past the boss battle, you go into a level, and this level is supposed to be a very long, very hard level. I haven't experienced the whole thing, but like along the lines of one of those insane end of game Mario levels, and you don't have any hit points. So when you die, when you get hit by something, you die.
I'm
Then you
out.
come out of the level,
I'm out.
and you come into this right. You come to this overworld, but the really cool concept is the impossible layer is right there. And anytime you want to, you can go in and try to beat it. And if you beat that level, you beat the game.
Ah, I'm in. Back in,
So,
John. Back
right.
in.
So you can play it anytime you want. Or there's a whole bunch of chapter levels. And every time you beat a chapter level, you get a B. And the B represents a hit point. So if you beat 10 chapter levels, you get 10 hit points. And then you go into the impossible layer and you have 10 hit points. You have a much better chance of beating the level, obviously. I'm having just a ton of fun with it. I had a couple minor gripes, but other than that, like I love it. I'm like just in love with the game. So they did a really good job. And I think at some point in the future, I'm gonna go play the first game just to
Ah,
get to know the characters and all that jazz. So
sounds like a future
um,
mayhem. And speaking of mayhem, John, I didn't think we'd be sitting here talking about butts and no shins and lairs and collecting stuff, but I'm glad we
hey,
did.
we are the dad's score.
With the dads that score, we store cookies, we store butts, we store lairs, we whatever, we store stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do.
So Drew, I really don't know what game we should do for January. You have any ideas?
You know, I don't know. There's nothing really new this month. Um,
Oh,
Christmas just came. A lot of people are probably different things, right? But how do you pick one, John? You want something that everybody has, something that's achievable, fun, collectibles, challenges, achievements,
Yeah,
something like that. What do you think?
I was thinking Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but that doesn't come out until January 17th. I
No,
think that's a little too
no,
late.
no, 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 John. We need something now. The people want mayhem now, not yesterday, not tomorrow.
I've been eating junk all week.
I haven't been eating junk all week, and Drew and I are sitting here trying to decide what the monthly mayhem game for January should be.
I know the perfect game.
Oh,
What?
do
What?
you?
Let's see the trailer for the monthly mayhem game of January.
Bro, you can't do that. Oh.
Oh,
Great! Okay! Excellent! Easier on squeezing. Do more. Amazing!
So, was that a great game or not?
I think kind of hard. It looks like it might be exhausting.
Well,
Ah.
it gets you in shape, at least.
he's got a point. I mean, look at us, John. But
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, I like cake.
I mean, were those people doing squats? I think they were doing squats. I can't imagine doing a squat right now.
Well, too many cookies and too much cake.
I guess there it is, Drew. New Year is here. Resolutions are in. Let's do some Ring Fit Adventure.
Well, John, why don't you tell us a little bit how it's going to work then? If we have to do this, what do we have to do?
Here's how it's going to play out. Ring Fit Adventure. There's going to be 12 different ways to score on challenges. So we're going to be doing the quick play challenges. These are the mini games that get unlocked very early on in the campaign mode. There are 12 challenges: Robo Wrecker, Arrow Shoot, Squat Goals, Crate Crasher, Squattery Wheel. That one is hard, by the way. Thigh Rider,
That's
Bank
what she said.
Balance. That's what she said. Bootstrap Tower, Core Crushing, Glooting Gallery, Smack Back, and the Dread Mill,
Oh, Josh.
which I have played, and it is appropriately named.
I feel like just reading that. I need more calories.
Each one of those is going to be a contest in their own. The high score to the person who gets the high score, 10 points. Second place will get you 8 points. 5 points for third. And Drew, get this. If you just participate, if you just submit a score for any of them, you get 2 points.
All right.
So if you just compete in all of them, you've got yourself 24 points right there.
Nice.
Then here's the extra bonus we're going to do. If you've played Ring Fit Adventure, you know that at the end of every given campaign level, you're asked to do a victory pose. This entails a squat into a stretch. Send us a video of you doing the victory pose. Have a child, have your spouse film you. Send us that video. We're going to do something very special with those videos. So I really encourage everyone to do this.
And be close.
Send in that video, and we will give you 10 points, the equivalent of a first place score, if you send in that video as well. So
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
you got 30 days to give us 12 scores from the mini games. You can bang these out in a couple of nights and then give us that video of the victory pose during the campaign. There are no points you can score otherwise in the campaign mode. So this way, people who've been playing for a month, 2 months have no advantage in this one. It's only the best athletes. And you can do the novice mode or the expert mode, whichever mode gets you the most points, you can go for it. Just send us your score. if I would try all 3 modes to see what you do best in, what gives you the best
Yeah,
point
we gotta
total.
find the wheelhouse.
Yeah. But if you
You know,
get a better score at novice and expert, we don't care. You just give us the best score in Robo Wrecker you can, the best score in Arrow Shoot you can.
do it.
Um, now, that's the point totals. The maximum score, if I just do some quick math, is going to be 130 points, 10
Wow.
points if you get first place and everything, and then get us the video. So 130 points is that max score, and that's going to win you the competition guaranteed.
I mean, sounds easy enough, but not really, I guess, because it requires a lot of work, John.
Yeah,
Um,
right now I would grab some popcorn, but not feeling it right now. I feel like
you
I got to
know,
start prepping for this.
but John, I think it's time. It's a new year. People want to work out. People want to start new things. What better way to add some extra flair to Monthly Mayhem? What do you say to that? How do
Hmm.
how do we take it to the next level? How do we make it easier, more fun, and get more people?
Tell me more, Drew.
Well, John, I think alongside every Monthly Mayhem game, we're gonna also put along a second game. And what
What?
it's gonna be is it's gonna bring back the retro in all of us. So not only are we gonna be playing the most current, the most fun, the most hip hop games of all, we're gonna pick a retro game to throw in the mix.
Now
Now
wait,
there's some
what do you mean by retro?
well, it could be anything. We want more people. We want this interaction of Monthly Mayhem to become bigger and better and more fun, right? So it
Mhm.
could be something on the Nintendo Online, right? That
Ooh.
most people have that, John, right? Most
Oh,
people have it.
most people should.
They should. So there are going to be some caveats or rules alongside this. So for example, as John just said, there's 130 points available. We're going to make the retro game only have a maximum of 25 points available,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
Um, and I've been thinking hard. Super Punch Out is what this retro Monthly Mayhem game is for January.
Wow.
Absolutely. So here's how it's going to work. Um, you say you can't cheat. We're throwing that out the window. I don't care if you cheat. I don't care, John. You want to cheat. You want to rewind 3 seconds so you can punch Bald Bill in the stomach, and you want to do it 30
Yes.
times in a row because it makes you feel better about yourself, John. You do
Yes.
that. You can do
Yes.
that.
Okay,
So you
so
can
we can
cheat, you can
rewind.
rewind, you can save state, you can do whatever you want. Incredible, right?
I like it. You know what? You know why I like that, Drew? Because then nobody has to like feel like someone else has cheated them out of their score.
We've all been there.
Do
Been
whatever
there.
you have to do. But man, Super Punch Out's still pretty hard.
It's hard. It's fun. Yeah, you guys say, "I'll rewind it. I'm going to beat this game in 45 minutes." Think again. It's not that simple. So here's how it's going to work. For every single guy you defeat, every fighter you beat, take a screenshot. Well, you don't have to take a screenshot of everyone, but the furthest you make it, take a screenshot, right? You're going to get 1 point for every fighter that you defeat.
Okay.
Now, if you beat the entire game, good luck. It's not easy. You will get 25 points. We're gonna do our $15 winner, right? That we always, 15 bucks to the whoever has the highest point total, and then $10 to a random person that participates in Monthly Mayhem at all, right? So
And
there's a
so
lot
that
of secrets.
person could be someone who scores 25 in Punch Out. That could be someone who scores 10 points in Punch Out.
Correct.
But let me ask you this, Drew. Can you play Ring Fit and Super Punch Out?
Well, John, I'm not gonna tell you you can't because we promote video games here on Dad's at Score. But however, for Monthly Mayhem, you can only submit one or the other, right? So, for example, if you got 100 points or even 50 points in Ring Fit, you can't send another 25 points from the Retro Punch Out.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm
So
excited for this.
let me summarize now.
Yeah,
The game for January is going to be Ring Fit Adventure. You can
correct.
score as maximum of 130 points across 12 events plus the 10-point bonus for sending us the video of your victory pose.
Correct.
Or if you don't want to do that, you can play Super Punch Out, score 1 point per victory, or if you can beat the whole game, 25 points. That
You
will
got it.
not get you a win in Monthly Mayhem, but that will give you some significant lottery balls for a chance to win.
You
And
know,
the best part is we're going to be doing this all the way forward. We're always going to pick a retro game
correct.
from the Nintendo Online console, and you will always have a free game available to participate in if you don't want to participate in the main game. Is that correct?
That is 100%. You nailed it. Well done, John. So, John, I think that's it. That's all I got. What about you? Wishing everybody a nice, safe, happy New Year.
I'm just I'm ready to get in shape, Drew. I'm going to try to win every single one of these competitions. And I want to see which of these Patreons is ready to take on my abs and my arms.
Oh boy.
I am ready to feed it. And Brian got this game recently. He's a Braves fan. I don't think he has what it takes. So I'm not really worried about him. Cat Janitor has this game. He doesn't have a chance. Have you seen pictures of him? He's kind of scrawny. I don't think he can do it either.
Deep cuts, John. Deep cuts.
I know a bunch of Patreons that have Ring Fit Adventure. I don't even think they're playing it. I think this is easy money. I think I'm going to be taking this one to the bank. I don't think anyone has a chance.
I
And
think
Drew,
what John is saying is he planned his son to come pit this game so he could win.
yeah, well, and I'm going to say this, Drew. I know you don't want to buy the game because you don't want to lose out. So, and I understand that it's kind of a Patriots mentality. So, I mean, unless you can cheat your way to victory, I don't think you have the game, and you just
What?
you
You
just
cheated
feel a little
Punch-Out.
deflated. So you're going to go for a super punch out victory,
You little pig.
and take the air out of things, if you know what I mean, Drew.
Unfortunately, I do, John. But
Yeah.
I think that's gonna wrap up this wonderful video, this festive. I'm glad that John organized this festive video and that he's so festive and that I am not. But I try to be festive for all of you listeners out there. So I hope you guys all had a great Christmas. Hope you have a better New Year. I hope you stay away from some
Honk,
geese and gooses.
honk.
But John, anything else? Last word?
Let's just game on, man. This is going to be our most physical contest ever. And I'm curious to see how the dads are going to do. I challenge the Nintendo dads to enter this one. I want to see your victory poses. And I want to see who can score the biggest. I'm excited for this, Drew. Let's do it. When's this contest going to end?
January 31st at midnight.
Woo! January's going to be a good one. All right, Drew. Catch you later. See ya in the new year, Drew.
That's right.